Nigeria's tech ecosystem is evolving, and the emergence of innovation hubs across the country has somewhat transformed the way tech enthusiasts are viewed. Innovation hubs have gradually become an interesting trend, with software development companies providing solutions in critical sectors of the economy. Ibukun, coined from Yaba area of Lagos State, appears to have the largest cluster and is believed to be Nigeria's Silicon Valley. Many technology-minded individuals find their way there to collectively brainstorm on how to position the country in the age of innovation. This is not to say that other regions of the country have not made improvements in this area, and can be seen in the number of hubs in the southwest, south-south, southeast, and the northern region. Today, there are several innovation hubs, and even the government is trying to key into the technological advancement. Tech hubs are a vital part of the startup ecosystem, and they provide an opportunity for collaborations and support for the growth of greenhorned entrepreneurs. Our guest on the show today shares with us the opportunities and challenges in this space.
According to the Global Innovation Index of different countries, Nigeria ranked 114 in the world. Last year, Nigeria was 88 in the world. So they have declined from 88 to 114. With a population of over 200 million people, if you look at the top two countries that ranked very high on the Innovation Index, we have countries like Sweden and countries like Switzerland, with an estimated population of over 10 million people. That's even below the population of Lagos State. And in fact, those are vital statistics that we need to pin down. What are the things that drive innovation in countries? Government and fiscal policies, educational policies, and creating an innovative environment. I think those are the things the government needs to pin down to either shape innovation in any country. So I think we still have a lot to do.
How prepared is Nigeria for the fourth industrial revolution?
Well, fourth industrial revolution is about artificial intelligence, data sciences, robotics. I think the government has a lot to do when it comes to educational policy, but the private sector engagement with a lot of companies and innovation hubs around doing a lot of programs around technology, STEM education, can actually shape the youth for the future when it comes to technological innovation. But I think the government needs to engage in policies to parastatals that can actually drive innovation or drive the citizens to harness technology innovation in those directions.
Your hub is pretty close to the Federal University of Technology, Akure. Do you think there's enough synergy between the ecosystem and the educational sector?
Okay, the university environment has been very supportive. We have strong partnerships with the Entrepreneurship Center in the university. In fact, a lot of their research work, a lot of their patent work, they come here to the hub to actually develop it. They've been very supportive in some of our programs around technology, around enterprise development. So some of the university lecturers are actually trainers here in our hub. So, and again, with the strong or the wide scale of students in the university there, that's some huge potential. So most of our startups, about 60% of the startups are Federal University of Technology Akure students who come here to develop some of their products. You can see some of them working out of that place. So I think going forward, or right now, there's a strong synergy between ourselves and the university.
I mean, there's a lot that seems to be happening in places like Lagos and Abuja. What has been your experience in Akure?
There's a huge concentration of hubs in Lagos, and there are quite a lot in Abuja as well too. We can't have all the hubs in Lagos. So we have all the hubs in Lagos and we have all the hubs in Abuja. Then what's going to happen to another part of Nigeria? We have about 30 states in Nigeria. So what we've been able to do here is that, look, well, we need to think slightly differently. Where can we actually look at our hub? I wanted somewhere that was very close to someone that is very close to the University of Technology, and that's why we chose Akure. And the good thing is that I can tell you a lot of success stories that have been up. Eru was one of the startups we incubated last year on the iStartup Nigerian program. Eru came green in just the first class he the first class he enrolled for here was the ideation thinking class. And that put a spark, you understand? That put a spark in his brain. And he set up the company called Aero, you understand? So he was part of the iStartup Nigeria, and he came out tops. He was able to get $2 million grant to set up his business. And apart from that, there was a competition that was done at the platforms in Lagos. He participated in that competition, and he came out tops, and he got $5 million grant. So those are such stories. And right now, he's able to set up a business. He has about 5 people working for him. And I can repeat so many other startups who has been able to tap into some of those kind of opportunities.
Quite a number of states still don't have hubs. What would you recommend?
I think the government should work on some of their policies, some of the government and fiscal policies, you understand, to harness some of the technology potentials across some of the sector. And one way by doing that is to integrate or collaborate with some of the states to let them see the opportunities that avail in some of those sectors. So by letting them see a lot of opportunities that avail in those sectors, they can begin to think of creating a strong enabling environment by setting up innovation centers or by setting up innovation hubs or research and development labs across all the states. And again, it's a way of getting the youth engaged or thinking in area of entrepreneurship and technology development, which has been a very strong enabler for so many countries.
But many argue that there's already enough hubs. What do you think?
Well, I don't think we have enough hubs because I'm very confident that so many states that still do not have hubs. So, or some have hubs, and some of them are lacking some of the resources. So I have to get those hubs functioning. So I think the government needs to do a lot.
So Ibukun, what has the support been like so far?
It's been very interesting. We're being supported by the Office of the Vice President. That is the National Social Investment Program. That's elevated by Afolabi Imokoide and Ife Adebayo, who's the SC to the VP on innovation and entrepreneurship. So they provided a lot of funding. They've supported us with programs. Like, as you can see, we're doing the iStartup Nigeria right now, whereby 20 startups will be giving grants ranging from 2 million to 500,000 naira. And it was like that last year as well too. We gave some of them 2.5 million naira, we gave some of them 1 million naira, and gave some of them 500,000. It's not much, but I think it's a step in the right direction. We just don't leave them at that as well too. We connect them to a call of VCs or angel investors who are looking at investing in technology startups. So the government has been quite supportive.
Finally, Ibukun, what would be your advice both to the government and to technology startups on how to work together to deepen the growth in the ecosystem?
My advice for technology startup on how to start and scale their business, I think one of the key areas, or one of the biggest challenges they have is area of funding. Because if you look at some of the developed markets, you understand, I was reading recently, I was looking at the Global Innovation Index report, and Nigeria ranked 114th in the world. Last year, we ranked 188th in the world, and this year we've gone further down to 114th. But we look at the first 3 countries, the likes of Sweden and Switzerland, who are ranked first and second. The population there is about 10 million people. Nigeria, we have about 200 million people. Do you get what I'm saying? So there's something. And what the government of those countries have done is that they've worked on their economic and fiscal policy, their education policy, and they've created what they call an innovative environment for businesses to thrive. So my advice for startups and the government is that, or people like yourself in the media space, is to be able to showcase a lot of exits and success stories to get more private sector engagement. So my advice for tech startups is that they just need to keep doing what they have to do, you understand? The government of the day, I think they're doing a lot. I mean, well, government of the day, from the VP's office that we work closely with, they're doing a lot when it comes to the innovation and entrepreneurship, you understand? This is just hanging there, developing their product. I strongly believe that it's just a matter of time. Resources, we probably made them at the point of their needs.
Thank you for being on the show today.
Thank you, CFA.
My guest has been Ibukun Obe, founder, Premier Hub Innovation Center, who believes that we need to tap into the drive and enthusiasm of young people who have made technology a way of life. I'm excited to note that hubs like this, located outside the major cities, are giving young people opportunity to try to build something new. It's a wrap on this edition of the show, but the conversation continues online. Join us on social media. Remember, you can see the entire show on the Channels TV YouTube account or by checking out cfablog.ng. For Tech Trends, I'm Chukwemeka Agbata.